Suzi Theodory.
I'm Suzi Theodory.
Good evening, I'm Suzi Theodory.
I'm backstage at the Miss California USA pageant, and the women just finished their swimsuit competition, and now they're all dolled up in their evening wear. Well, ladies, you're gonna be jealous. I'm actually in David Cook's dressing room, and he's right behind these doors, and I'm about to interview him. So let's go. I'm Suzi Theodory, and I'm on the road with All Time Low, a pop punk band that's on the rise. Hey guys, I'm Nike Field correspondent Suzi Theodory, and I'm at the Montalban Theater in Hollywood for Nike's Lace Up Save Lives AIDS benefit concert. Hello everyone, I'm Suzi Theodory coming to you from the 40th annual NAACP Image Awards. You've probably seen this gas station, but it isn't because you pump gas here. You've probably seen it in several movies and magazines. I'm at the Staples Center where the Lakers just got back from a long but successful road trip, beating the Cleveland Cavaliers and of course the Boston Celtics. Now we're back here at home playing Oklahoma City, one of the worst teams in the NBA. But stranger things have happened. Do you put on an iPod and you have a song that gets you like all of the moves? Yes. Now it's time for the high dive, and no, I am not jumping. Do you see how high that thing is? No way. Okay, James, so I interviewed you last year, and your prediction for the Lakers was NBA championship, and it happened. So what's your prediction this year? Repeat. Tomorrow is the long-awaited ABC football home opener versus Ventura at the brand new Marauder Stadium. Earlier today, I made a trip out to the new sports ground and hit the field. Deputies say the woman was not wearing her seatbelt. Coming into the season, everyone thought the hot topic would be the Lakers repeating, but instead, the talk of the day seems to be Lamar's second ring. In the past, prom dress trends have been long and traditional, but this year it's the animal print and the short dresses that will make it on every high school's dance floor. The second contest is the cotton candy eating contest. The first one to finish their cotton candy wins. Now, if you haven't heard of the New York-based band Elizabeth and the Catapult, you're truly missing out. I recently listened to their newly released album, Taller Children, and I'm officially addicted. And here they've got lots of scary Halloween masks, as well as a lot of people digging for the perfect Halloween costume to trick-or-treat in. The first red carpet event was at the NAACP Image Awards. Frankie and I had the opportunity to chat with some stars and even ask a group to perform for our cameras. After spending 5 weeks in the ICU, little Jamie is home. Now 4 years old, Jamie is exceeding the expectations of her doctors while bringing joy to her family. Today I had the pleasure to meet Jamie, and let me tell you, I couldn't stop smiling. Her happiness is contagious, although her story is tragic. Take a look.
Nobody thought she would survive the first night.
Moments of doubt from a mother as she recalls tragic details that nearly took the life of her then 3-year-old daughter, Jamie.
I heard a scream. I ran out to the backyard and saw my daughter being strangled by the dog collar of our dog.
Little Jamie managed to take the dog collar off their family dog, wrapped it around her neck, and attached it to their swing set, accidentally strangling herself. Marty's maternal instincts immediately took over.
I said, call 911. I flipped her over and began performing CPR.
As a result of the injury, Jamie has developed cerebral palsy, and the long road of rehabilitation begins.
Because of her age, the brain is very plastic and is able to regenerate, and so she's learning to make those connections all over again.
To help with her recovery, Jamie needs all types of equipment, things not covered by insurance. As a result, the Jessup family has been reaching out for financial aid anywhere they can.
In the meantime, Jamie's the one who suffers. Jamie's the one who doesn't get what she needs, and it slows down her progress.
Through the generosity of neighbors and friends, fundraisers such as pizza nights and Jingle for Jamie jars have been started in the attempt to get Jamie the tools to help her thrive.
The generosity of so many people around us has been overwhelming and has touched us more than we could say.
Jamie has exceeded all expectations in her rehabilitation and is moving towards a full recovery. Tears of joy from a mother who's turned a tragedy into a life lesson, and a daughter whose smile fills her heart.
Jamie's the biggest miracle of all, and I'm just am so happy that she's alive and she made it and she's thriving.
For 3 hours, one of the greatest teams in the NBA is locked in the Toyota Center training facility with a crush of media.
Oops, sorry.
It's Lakers Media Day. Players get shoved, tugged, and pulled so that reporters like me can ask hard-hitting questions.
You got MVP last year, winning the gold, and making it to the finals. How can this season compare?
Well, if we win a championship, it makes an incredible run. Personally, I've just been very fortunate and had a great year, and hopefully it'll continue in 2009.
Besides team interviews, it's the media's one and only opportunity to gather commercials, public service announcements, and station promos.
What's up? I'm Jordan Farmar from Los Angeles Lakers. You're watching SoCal News.
Clearly, months after losing the NBA championship to the Boston Celtics, the Lakers are determined to redeem themselves. And former Laker great James Worthy believes they will.
Now that they've had a taste of it, I only expect a championship.
Each Laker has an individual goal, but as a team, there's just one.
NBA championship. That doesn't matter about personal. It's all about our team winning.
My one goal for this season is to win the championship.
Winning the championship, and there's nothing else left.
And as Media Day came to an end, the guys were still having a blast.
I got Time Warner.
For Time Warner SoCal News, I'm Suzi Theodory. Imagine a place where you mix model photo shoots with car commercials and movies like The Devil's Rejects. Such a place exists at Club Ed in the open desert east of Lancaster.
It was built for a Dennis Hopper movie called I Have the Storm back in 1990.
We have a motel with the pool. We have an auto parts store, the gas station, and several outbuildings. We have a nice dune behind us.
Instead of striking the original movie set, the designer decided to buy the land and turn it into a permanent backdrop, which has become one of the fastest growing film locations in Southern California.
Some of the bigger pictures, Devil's Reject, Nothing to Lose, Retroactive, Double Take, Torque.
Every car commercial in the world has probably been here.
You've probably seen this gas station, but it isn't because you pump gas here. You've probably seen it in several movies and magazines.
Never hesitating to become a faded wise. Oh, yeah.
Everybody recognizes Club Ed because of the big blue and white building.
Even though 90% of Club Ed's business is still photography, it still has to be maintained on a daily basis.
Since it is a set, it's hard to maintain. It takes a lot of maintenance to keep it up. Movie sets, they build it temporarily, of course, and that's what most of this is.
A 12-hour day at Club Ed starts at $2,500, a bit more than Club Med might charge.
Now, Club Ed was derived from the original caretaker's name was Ed. As a joke, he'd pick up the phone and say Club Ed as a spoof on Club Med. So and it just stuck with production.
And now Club Ed morphs into so many different things for so many different people.
When they look at it, it's different than anything else.
So although this backdrop is the backseat to many productions, Club Ed takes the front seat to many Hollywood producers. In Lancaster, I'm Suzi Theodory.
My name is Sekou. I've been locked up 20 years. I came when I was 18 years old. I'm in for life without the possibility of parole for first-degree murder.
16 to life for second-degree murder. 36 years to life for first-degree murder. This is Murderers Row, an unlikely take-your-kid-to-work day. These teens are at the California State Prison learning the results of a career in crime.
Some of these fellows have been incarcerated for a long time and made mistakes. I think they've come to realize their mistakes and they just want to try to help the youth so they don't make the same mistakes they did.
Issues such as respect and responsibility, gangs, drugs, and life in prison were the main topics between 19 inmates and several at-risk teens.
They were just telling me that how life will be in here if I were to be right here with them, that it's not a pleasant place, that they got to tell me when to take when I got to eat, what would happen if I was in the yard with like 600 other guys.
Convicts hope they can teach high-risk teens the consequences of one bad choice, which can have them spending the rest of their life behind these fences.
My name is Irv. I'm doing life without parole. Life without parole means I do not go to the parole board. I do not get a parole date. So take a good look at me. This is it for me. I will die in here. I will die in prison.
In total, these men have served 372 years in prison.
Life in prison is, well, it's not good. You don't have good days in prison. You just have days, you know. It's more of an existence.
In the end, inmates hope teens took what they thought was the most important message.
You do not want to end up in prison. Believe me, if I can take it all back, I would. Sitting here, doing life in prison, it's not worth it. It's not worth your life. It's not worth your hopes. It's not worth your dreams.
For Time Warner SoCal News, I'm Suzi Theodory.